Hi everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I have a perfect, beautiful day here. Sunscreen, oh no. Beautiful day, another beautiful day. So hopefully it will be a good contrast for not so happy topic I have to want to talk to you about. But still, there is always something sad in something happy, and there is always something happy in something sad. So, oops, oh, just a minute, guys. Let's see what I just do. Okay. So, actually, if you want to look at the pool, you can look at the pool. That's fine too. The topic of this video today is why so many Ukrainian women are staying in unhappy relationships, unhappy marriages, and so on and so forth. Why is that? Hey, guys. I want to talk today about two particular reasons. What's going on. I want to find a spot that is not too sunny and not too shady. Anyway, so the first reason is mental. The first reason why a lot of Ukrainian women are staying in relationships that do not fulfill them, do not make them happy, are when they were growing up, they had mothers and parents, and a lot of times there was scarcity about, you better keep this one because you never know if you're gonna get the other one. And that's the worst mentality, if you ask me, guys. That's really the worst mentality there to be, is when your parent, your dad or your mom tells you to hang on to a relationship that's not working out for you, but they kind of put you in a fear that, what if you don't find anybody else? So, or why do you think that being with somebody else is going to be better? And I've heard this from many unhappy people, because they're afraid to change their life, and they would say, well, there is no guarantee if I be with somebody else it will be better. That is such a lame attitude. This is just such a I don't know how else to say, because it's not about somebody being better, finding somebody, not finding somebody. It's about keeping yourself in a healthy mental state and taking care of yourself and knowing your worth. To my opinion, it's really important, guys. I'm gonna turn the camera away because I need my hands for just a moment. Just a minute, guys. Oh, I need some water. Shall I never travel again without my tripod? So yes, right now we're seeing a beautiful sun. Being in a relationships where you are miserable, it's like being always in the darkness. Yes, it goes for men as well, absolutely. Now we see this beautiful sun. You guys, I live in Michigan. Sometimes it can be very depressing because during the winter months you see no sun, and sometimes you start to go a little bit sad and crazy because you don't see the sun. I'm just sharing with you the truth. And so same comes, but you can buy a ticket and go somewhere, or you can go and maybe do some skiing. You can always find something to do, but when you forget okay, I'm gonna try to put it here. When you forget how to love yourself, when you getting in the habit of somebody stepping on your boundaries, disrespecting you, when you get into this mode, you forget that you have options. You forget that you are not somebody's property. You can talk about things, you can make them better, but a lot of women just forget that they don't even believe that something else exists. And yes, it also applies to men, because it's only take one person in a relationship. Usually there is one person that is really suffering and another person is kind of okay, because it works out for them, because their needs are most likely more or less met. So once again, today we're talking about, hey, we're talking about Ukrainian women and Slavic women, but it can really apply to anybody who finds themselves in an unhappy relationship and stays in there for a while, and or for a long time, or for a lifetime. Um, our Soviet mentality was, first of all, what the society going to say, what the neighbors gonna say, or you're gonna embarrass me like that, you're gonna leave, in Russian and Ukrainian culture, it's not just also a relationship, it's usually marriage. So not talking about, this whole girlfriend thing does not count, because it's, honestly, when there is no paperwork, honestly, you are, for the most part, you're nobody. You don't have responsibilities for mortgages, it's, the person can pack their bag and they are not, they don't owe you anything, right? They do not owe you anything. They can walk away anytime they want. So it's a little bit easier. So number one reason is that people give in into society, into their parents, and they believe that there is nothing else. If they're going to have another relationship, it's going to be miserable also. So why change? Why bother when the only way is to be unhappy? And all women cheat or all men cheat. All this horrible stuff. It's just really, really painful to see that, to me personally. So number two reason is very practical. Reason number two is simply that it's simply finance. We talked about hypergamy, we talk about women staying home, but when I come back to Michigan, we're gonna talk about work, okay? Because this is just also my personal outlook. Women should have something that they are doing, something that makes them feel good. They should be able to have some pocket money, or their little business or their big business. They should, they don't necessarily need to be providers or something like that. But when you have your identity, it's very difficult for somebody to step all over you. Unfortunately, often men who are providers, they take it to the next level of, that's a downside when you are only the one provider. The downside is you take it to, just a second, guys. You take it that, okay, everything comes from me, I am the most important, you're gonna do what I say. And a lot of times you are not in a happy situation. And for example, in Ukraine, the woman can't leave because our courts are not like American courts, and we don't really have our laws. I don't care what people tell you, they're not working. You can buy the judge, you can bribe the judge. If you are a guy with money, you can walk away and live your life and children with nothing. And it's so crazy to me, but it does happen every day. I have a best friend, one of my best friends, who lives in a terrible situation. She knows her husband. Привет! Привет, Циля! Welcome! Я сегодня рассказываю о том, почему многие украинские женщины остаются в не очень счастливых отношениях и почему. Вот. Hey guys, sorry, I just want to say hi to my new friend. She actually lives in Chernobyl. A lady who just hopped in on the video, she lives in Chernobyl, and she's just an awesome person. So, привет. So anyway, I have a best friend, and her husband is I mean, every weekend he's with friends, you know, every weekend he does not come to sleep at home. And you know, you should be really an idiot, you know, or a person to not understand, you know, what kind of friends you can have on a weekend, overnight, every weekend, and so on and so forth. It is very, very painful, you know. It is not something to it is not something you can get used to, you know. It's like drinking poison, you know. You kind of control the portion of that poison, you know. You drink it knowing that, for example, your husband is not faithful to you, that he's going out, you know, hanging out, you know, basically sleeping around with other women, and you're supposed to be happy because, you know, you have a piece of bread and you have a roof over your head and you have a plate of soup, you know. But you do work that don't count. Your work don't count. This is a very often mindset of American men. This is one of the reasons Ukrainian women are looking for this is one of the reasons why Ukrainian women are looking for maybe marrying somebody abroad, because they want to have you know, some respect, you know. Yes, it's not right to treat her like that. And you know, she wanted me to meet him for dinner. I was just like, no, girl, if you want me to go to jail, because I'm gonna pull my guns and he'll be dead. So don't take me. I cannot, you know, guys, I've never learned how to be like really tolerant to bullcrap. It's just, you know, there is this feminine part of every woman, but there is also this part that don't mess with her, don't trigger her, you know, don't touch her, and these things like that. So if my best friend, the person who I love, you know, we're gonna go out and I know that her husband is killing her with a knife each time he does this, I'm not gonna be sweet and nice. We're probably gonna get into a fight. So yeah, we all have different sides to our personalities. I really think it's so disrespectful, and it's really like a poison, you know. It's a poison that you drink every day. You can't sleep with a man who is doing that. He takes your energy and just gives it to other women. I mean, it's a betrayal. So I want to say hi to everybody, guys. I don't want this to be a monologue. Цилечка, спасибо. Спасибо, дорогая. Я, кстати, сейчас тоже недалеко от нашей любимой Флориды, Ялты. Прям вообще недалеко. Но я здесь ненадолго. Hi, Alec. Good to see you, my friend. Wonderful to see you. Yeah, Lawrence says, I would like to meet him, like he wouldn't like it. That's right, my friend. I totally agree. So it says Renee agrees with me. You know, I mean, at some point you have to be... I'm gonna show you guys some nice blue skies, okay? Because the topic, I don't want it to be a negative video. Let's talk about how to get out of that, you know, how to get out of the situation. Hey, I have one handsome young man over there. Woohoo! Hey, buddy. Yeah, guys. Yeah, woohoo! We bought the whole hotel, so it belongs to us right now. Just kidding. So yeah, it's sometimes I feel that a lot of people, they live asleep. That is just, you know, when think about this, when I tell you this news that I have a friend, she knows her husband is a cheater, he's cheating all the time and using her and her time and her use, you know, and her reproductive years and all of that. She does have a child already, but she wants to have more. And when I tell this to you, it comes out as a shock. Oh my God, how is it possible? But think about this. If that would be happening to you every single day, just a sec, guys, something in my ear. If this would be happening every single day, would that be a shock? No. If somehow you would be in a situation, let's say there is certain disease or certain, you know, whatever it is, if that happens every single day, or it happens little by little, you get used to that. You get used to that. So a lot of people, this is just my observation, a lot of people live asleep. They do not see that there is escape. They do not see that there are ways to actually, start finding an escape. It's not always obvious what you can do. They just get used to this kind of life, and it's so very sad because you don't know how every day is so precious. I hope that everybody understands this. We have no kids except for one on this journey. So on this journey, on this life, we don't have any children. So most of us are grown people. Don't take your life for granted. Don't take days of your life. A lot of people, they're like, well, it's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be okay. So I believe that if you find yourself in something very unhappy situation, you have to make an escape plan. You have to find a way, because nobody gonna rescue you. Not your children, not your mama, not your sister, not your daddy. Nobody gonna rescue you from pain. A lot of people live in a situation when it looks good on the outside, but they're really, really unhappy. Well, in case of my friend and other thousands and thousands of women, this is just, regular reality. And this is so sad. But guys, this is good news for you. That Ukrainian men can be often irresponsible and can be really cool with cheating and doing all this stuff. It's a good news for you, because it's a good reason for a woman to realize there are men of different culture that actually do not consider that cheating is okay. And my personal opinion, you do not cheat on the other person. You cheat on your promises, and you cheat on your own self. Because if people say, oh my God, what is he doing to me? He's cheating on me. Okay, well, he's cheating on himself, on the things that he promised you he will do and he's not doing. You cannot cheat on me. I'm just sitting here, chilling. If you promise something, you cheating on your own promises, and God is a judge for you. But the woman that loves herself, she probably will move on from that, right? Can't believe I have to talk, but this was a planned video. Can't believe it's so beautiful out, and I need to talk about this. All right, guys, let's see. I'm gonna see what you're doing here. We are so tired. I tell you guys, vacation is a hard work. So I'm looking forward to be back home, actually. No, I did not move yet. Right. Okay, Kevin is saying, I'm in Dnipro now. Dnipro is a city in Ukraine. And he says, life is tough here. Women stay in bad relationships because to be alone can be worse. Yeah. Okay, so that brings me, to be alone can be worse. That brings me to the point of finance. This is strictly financial reason, because if the woman had 1 or 2 children with the man, whether she's married to him or not, in Ukraine, she is stuck, because she probably took time of her career to raising the kids, and the husband provides something. A lot of times, guys, it's not even that great. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. A lot of times what he provides is not that spectacular, it's not that fabulous, but without it, you don't even know how you're gonna feed your kids, and he knows it, so you kind of like locked in. You are in a trap. So he's, raising some legacy. You spend your time. You don't really, a lot of women don't even get any compensation, or they don't really have their own budget. They just, they have food in the refrigerators, they have bills paid, and they take care of kids, but they cannot take off and say, hey, I'm going to Florida, or hey, I'm gonna go and open my little business. A lot of men are not supportive of that. They would not even consider even not just giving money but investing. So just a big mess. What Kevin is saying, Kevin, thank you so much. You always have really good contributions, and Kevin is actually living in Ukraine. He's from Canada, and we met in Ukraine a couple years ago. So yes, women afraid that they won't survive, especially if she has a child. She is scared, she won't survive, even if she does not have a child, but maybe she's from another city. She afraid she will not survive without a guy, and she stays in a terrible relationship, where he is abusing her, where he is I don't know, just not respecting her and all of that. I don't know, guys. It's just so very sad. It's like a modern time slavery or something, So, you know what? Maybe in my next video I can give some ideas to men and women how to get in the right mindset and then make a plan, or we can share some thoughts. I wish more Ukrainian women would watch me who are in, like, for example, my friend does not even speak English, which is a problem, because if she would, maybe she would not be in a relationship right now. So, I don't know. I feel like, being miserable, it's like a really bad virus, and you have control to stop it. You have control. You have to stop it. You have a control of your life, even if you think you don't. The slavery is officially gone for many, for a number of generations. Okay. So there is no slavery. We had slavery in Russia and Ukraine too. Don't think that, slavery was common in very many countries. So, but it's now the past. It's now past, okay? So we gotta do better, guys. There are ways to do a lot better than that. So, any more comments? Oh my gosh, my hair. I'm a mess today, but hey. Yeah, the virus of misery infects many in Ukraine, unfortunately. Well, Kevin is saying, I think guys get here women pregnant as a form of control. Well, first of all, it takes two to get pregnant, number one. But I agree, men think that once the woman is pregnant or having a child from you, no other man will ever want her. She is stuck, and he doesn't have to worry or invest about her, because there is no other decent man that will want a woman who has a child, or who has been married and divorced, or who is pregnant, or whatever. So he feels like, okay, now I don't have to put any effort because I got you. Nobody else surely will want you. Even though he forgets that you do have options, and if he wanted you, there are probably some more men that want you. And time are changing. It's not 1930s right now. So these men are going to see a lot of Ukrainian women migrating and finding better options. Thank you, guys. Hi, everyone. Well, thank you guys for the kind words. I can't complain. I'm gonna share sometime later. I need to record some things. I promise you guys to share some of my personal story, yes, so you will understand a lot of things, why I'm talking about it. And also I just don't think that anybody should be held hostage, you know. And you know, vice versa is true. The same thing happens to certain men that get with the wrong women. But guys, if you know, if you have a woman that do not respect you, do not want you, never want to have sex with you, do not enjoy time with you, ignores you, you know what to do. You know what you need to do. You know, and I think the most important thing, guys, honestly, is to take responsibility in your hands for your life. Nobody does anything to you. You know, you choose it every single day. You choose certain things, and you keep on going. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. What do you mean? I have no idea. Nick, who is confused. Well, what kind of nickname is that, my dear friend? If man is confused, um, you're not gonna get anything. It's not your job to be confused, my friend. Um, some women say to trap their man, they have a child. Guys, what do you mean? If you have sex with a woman, you understand what can happen. I feel like it's so ridiculous when men say, well, you know, she did this on purpose. Well, don't sleep with her and she will not get pregnant on purpose. I'll tell you a secret. Children are not bonuses. Children are human beings, and it's a huge, huge responsibility to take on. And doing that without, you know, some official marriage is setting up for people for a lot of suffer. You know, you guys know my story, but I was married, so I have certain entitlements. I have certain things. I have great relationships with my son's family, and I love his mother. You know, no wonder if I'm getting married again. If I'm dating somebody, his mother is always in my heart. She's older, and I see her every week. I'm always gonna be super nice to her. There is a big difference between, you know, bunch of baby mamas and your wife, even if it's an ex-wife or ex-husband. So please, if you're a grown man talking about, you know, bonuses, children are not bonuses. Children are huge responsibility, liability, but it's also continuation of you. This is how you stay alive for ages, because you continue yourself in your children. Your child is definitely your continuation, I can tell you that. So it's a great thing, but it should come. It comes from, you know, physical, spiritual, and everything together. But it also should come from legal. Okay. If you are a real man, you want to have, you know, be a real dad. You know, no matter what happens, it's nice to be able to say that, you know, you did everything that you can. You know, if you can't even marry mother of your child, that's weird. Yeah. Bryce, I'm just saying, secret. My secret usually means common sense. Very true. Yeah, you only have one life to live, and people who love you, they will always support you, you know. But at the same time, honestly, even if people do not support you, you have to make yourself happy. I had several years in my life when I was miserable, and maybe not several years, but many months. And I would not even want to be around the woman that I was, because it's tears, it's pain, and you just don't know what to do. You feel that you might not be, you might not have any self-worth. You have all these doubts where you just need to analyze and see what makes you so unhappy and change it. It's not that big of a deal if you think about it. Somebody saying, I found Ukrainian women are not that easy to get along with and wonderful, like many YouTubers said. Yes, very true. Ukrainian women are very complex, and those who are smart require there is certain depth and complexity to the communication. You are welcome, Nick. I'm just telling you, if you wanna meet Ukrainian women, don't put confused anywhere near your name. We like confidence and clear vision, but nothing personal. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you're planning a trip. That's awesome, guys. You are great. I gave you some ideas why Ukrainian women stay in a miserable relationships. A lot of times, once again, it's mentality, it's programming from the past. You don't need anything from the past, Nick. Things from the past steal the future. They steal the present and they steal the future for sure. So, what did I want to say? Yes, so it's a mentality, Soviet mentality. Oh my God, you'll never find anybody else. Oh, they are all cheat, so just stick with this one. At least you know him. I remember hearing that as a child. Just stick with this guy because you might have nobody ever again, and they all like this. So what's the point of changing? And the second main reason is finance. That women feel like, okay, I spent 10 years raising kids, 5, 10, 9, 15. Now I don't have that much of my money or confidence that I can be independent, and I'm stuck and trapped. So these are main reasons, two main reasons I can point out right now. It's the mentality and a financial reason. And it's awful because there is nothing in the world that wants you to be miserable and sad. So all right, okay, yep, so that's my main points. Yeah. Hey Mark, I am. Tracy, what's up? Tracy, past platform. I'm not sure, guys. You all commenting on a lot of things. So, well, I appreciate you all, but I have to be responsible and go enjoy this beautiful day. I might come out later, but yesterday we went to a really fun place in Orlando here, the Epcot. It was so much fun. It was so awesome. Guys, sometimes you have to have a day when you feel, talk, think nothing but fun. You laugh, you're being silly, you say inappropriate jokes, you laugh loudly, you just being completely obnoxious in a good, happy way. It's really so much fun. I could not get up this morning. I felt like I was so exhausted. I could not get up whatsoever. It was so much fun. So I'm working for you guys to have, guys, I'm working for you to have a happy Ukrainian relationships consultant. So it was an important trip. I'm very grateful to people who were with me. Yesterday was a lot of fun. I love Epcot. Oh my God. Kevin is saying Ukrainian women need strong men, Western guys often nice. Took me time to adapt. Yes, guys, Ukrainian women attracted to strength. Doesn't mean that they want a abuser or obnoxious guy, so super dominating guy. But we love strengths. When you are like soft and undecisive, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, how can I tell you? It's like, just to get a hint, we like nothing soft. Let's just put it like that. No. Oh, thank you so much. Roma is saying you describe what is important for the life of a woman excellently. A man needs to care for God's gift. Exactly, my friend. Thank you, guys. I charge several $1,000,000 for my consultation. Well, maybe I don't, but it's definitely worth it. If you wanna require about my services, you can comment under this video, or if somebody could put my working email, consultveronica@gmail.com. I am bad, very bad. Very true. So if somebody, guys, can you put my email, consultveronica@gmail.com, or you can comment under the video, I'll get back to you. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. So if you want to reach out to me, this is where you find me. You can also comment under the video, and we can exchange information. I cannot post too much of the private things. I hope I make you guys smile a little bit before I come back myself to some muck and darkness. Nice. Nick is saying my ladies have always been the center of my world. Nice. Can't go wrong. Thank you guys. I have the most loyal subscribers you can ever get. Thank you, guys. I hope that you treat yourself with a ray of light. I know a lot of you have been also. I feel there is a similarity between American men and Ukrainian women, because many American men went through abusive relationships with local with Western women, and many Ukrainian women went through abusive relationships with their men. I really feel that there is certain resemblance how things work. Certain resemblance. I made a video about it maybe about 2 years ago, I think. So anyway, guys, from Florida with love, I'm about to join to have some fun. By the way, we need sun and we need daylight, so we need sun and we need daylight in our lives. How much more time, you guys? Well, Western mentality, American and English, should not, and British should not be that different, actually. Well, Kevin, I agree. The man should have his purpose first, but I think what Nick meant that when he has ladies in his life, I don't know, maybe he has a daughter, a sister, a mother, or a girlfriend, I thought that he meant that he takes care of them. But I absolutely agree. If talking about the purpose of your life is completely different than to find a woman, because the woman comes into your life when you have a purpose. You attract many women. Why is that, rich and powerful men never have a problem, finding all kinds of ladies? It's not because, they are that cute, or, or because they're looking for them. It's because they're focusing on how to bring that power and leadership. And women are very attracted to that kind of thing. And it's not necessarily, this whole, gold digging thing. Oh my God, women are attracted to powerful men. I have to say that is very, very true. We are not attracted to when men who are weaker than us. You know, we like men who are strong. That's the whole point. A mature, godly man would never disrespect his Slavic ladies. That's right, Aaron. And with these words of wisdom, I wish you a wonderful day, guys. From the sunny skies, before I go live from the gray skies, I'm sending you some love from here. Thank you for being most wonderful subscribers, and I wish you the best. Always try to bring you as much knowledge as I can. See you guys.